Peace, love, health, and well vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. I am your host, KP, and this is your daily collective reading for Friday, June 18th, 2025. All right. Remember, description box, you can catch all of my contact information. We got affiliate links. Um, Everything you need to know as far as booking and anything like that will be there. Okay, tarot school, coaching school, all of that. Welcome in, Guided. Shout out to Guided, the first one in. Hey, shout out to Nightbot. Quickly taking over the number one spot. Right. So you guys are just in time. Um, we just getting the collective reading started, so please go ahead, double tap that screen. Thank you, and drop them hearts in the chat. And let's get back in the algorithm. All right. So I got a very beautiful reading here for us for the day. And we can kind of take this reading into the weekend. I know some of us is already in Saturday already. Some of us, is ending a work day, Friday. Some of us is lunchtime, whatever, right? Wherever you are, you can kind of take this reading. And just so y'all know, I will be doing more in depth collective readings, and I really think people will enjoy these readings. All right, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure, when I drop the videos, y'all drop some likes and whatever, to help me get in the algorithm, and I'll be doing the same, of course. Every time I hop on, I check my subscriptions to see who posted what, because I like to try to catch people soon as they drop. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all the content creators out there. All right. If you want to collab, or if you want to invite me to collab, or whatever the case may be, you can email me, text me, whatever. Be on the lookout for a couple episodes of removing manifestation blockages. I'm going to touch on a very, 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 very touchy subject. One that's near and dear to myself and most of the listeners. Um, I won't announce it yet, but if somebody guess it, maybe I'll tell them. But yeah. So here we go. All right. So we got the Sun card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Okay. So the affirmation we're gonna have for this reading is: joy is magnetic, and I receive with ease. Joy is magnetic, I receive with ease. Joy is magnetic. I receive with ease. Ooh, what a powerful, powerful, powerful affirmation that is. Okay. So, let me give it a second. Let me go ahead and pay my dues real fast. Let me drop a couple hearts in the chat real fast. Let me go ahead and pay my dues as well. Shout out to Guided, back to the number one spot. The number one stunner. All right, there we go. All right, y'all ready? Everybody back from the commercials and everything? Cool. All right. First up, we got the Sun, a major arcana card connected to the element fire, and the number 19, which reduces to, you guessed it, the number one. A number of fresh starts and individuality. This tells us that we're stepping into a new beginning, but not from scratch, but from illumination. There's something or someone that just feels right today. We're not second guessing it. No, not at all. We're letting it in. Okay? The Sun is about warmth, joy, confidence. So let's allow ourselves to be seen and celebrated and loved. Then comes the Nine of Pentacles. Man, don't we love the Nine of Pentacles? Ruled by the element of earth, with the nine, a number of completion and maturity. This is a soft luxury energy, the kind where, where we kind of know who we are and we're not settling for anything less. We've been doing the work, we've been healing, learning, growing, and now it's time for us to show up fully, and we got to show up fully aligned as well. We're magnetic when we're grounded in our worth. Okay, so if you're dealing with anything like confidence issues, forgiveness issues, worthiness, low self esteem, pessimism, any of that. The Nine of Pentacles is telling you to, the book Think. I think it's called Think and Grow Rich. This is kind of like the Nine of Pentacles energy, where we tune our mind and we focus. Remember, the bird in the card represents our ability to fly high and see far away. Ja, what up, Ja? Peace to you. Um, so back to the cards, okay? Back to the cards. I don't want to get too far from the cards. All right, so we definitely got to stay grounded in our worth, okay? Because there was an Ace of Pentacles that was planted a long time ago, and it's time to reap the harvest, okay? So finally, to the right, we have the Three of Cups, a water card, right? With the number three, okay? And this number three brings energy of emotional expression and joyful connection when you combine it with the water element. This is giving flirty texts, happy hour invites, maybe even a reconnection with someone who we haven't even seen in a while. There's love in our circle for sure. Maybe even a new spark is hiding in plain sight. Okay, let's not isolate ourselves right now, and let's gather, celebrate, and stay open to the infinite possibilities. Right. One thing I want to mention before we move on is divine order is here, right? 369 in a sense. And the reason why I say that is because even when you're looking at the pinnacles above her head represents 369. And then of course the sun represent above the child's head also represents divine order as well. And then also we already know the number three, right? The number three represents divine order. So um very significant, okay, for the cards, for the numbers this weekend. All right, pay attention to the numbers. All right. So we might have love blooming in our horizon. All right. So together, these cards are saying that joy is really a portal, right? We don't have to chase, we just have to shine. When our when we honor our joy, our confidence, and our community, love finds its way to us naturally. Okay, so again, if we double tap that screen, y'all, thank y'all for stopping by. Again, if we dealing with anything dealing with low self-esteem, low worthiness, inferiority complex, victim mentality, or you haven't healed from the past, right? If you dealing with anything dealing with self-worth, if you have a negative self-worth, it's time right now to let that go. Okay, remember, 2025 is the year of fulfillment. That's a 9 year. And the nine is where things come full circle again, right? The divine order. And we can't continue to spiral in the direction we need to spiral if we being weighed down by any of those things that I just mentioned, right? And I don't want to, I don't want to draw this collective reading out too much further, but we can't really ascend how we would want to or like to if we still bogged down by, you know, whatever is hurting us, right? And so if you have been dealing with any of those thoughts and feelings recently, you can always call me, text me, email me for a free consultation, a free follow-up on a reading. And as a coach, I could kind of help you let go of that past, whatever it is, right? That's kind of like my specialty as a life coach, what I like to call a holistic life coach, because I don't just look at your current situation and circumstance. I look at your past. I look at your diet. Do you exercise? What's your stress reliefs, right? How do you deal with trauma? How have you dealt with trauma in the past, right? What stigmas on trauma, right? I don't just want to just address the one thing that is your complaint, because I understand behind every complaint in life there's a story behind it, so to speak. And with the story, it's always a level of unhealed everything, right? And with that being said, not only can you uh hit me up for a free consultation, but you can also come back later this afternoon to check out my podcast, Removing Manifestation Blockages, because um it's no coincidence that the cards say this, but I've been working on some slides this morning, and the slides is just about what we are doing today. So, you know, um divine order, right? Divine timing. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the daily collective reading and open up the floor. If anybody would like a free general reading, or maybe some you want to ask a more detailed um, question for tarot or the oracle cards, in that case, we can definitely direct your attention to the donation menu that I have posted in the description, because for a minimum of $2.22, you can get a 3 card, 1 question reading here live, right? And so then the next tier I think is going to be 777. All right, so welcome, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Um, these hearts that you see in the chat is here to welcome you. Okay, I'll break them down later on, but this is, how we show love and reverence to each other here, right? So I would like a general reading, 26th of March, 86. 26th of March, 86, 1986, 1986, 1986. Okay, all right, all right. So you would like a free. Okay, so generally how we do just general readings here on the channel is I like to do, it's a little saying that I developed, which is give you something to meditate on, right? Because I believe that meditation is key in our self-awareness, self-healing journey. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, please combine the collective reading with the general reading that you get, because it can definitely you know could correlate. It can bring things home, make things go full circle in a sense, right? Again, with that saying, something about full circle. Something is coming full circle today for some of us. Maybe we've been looking for breakthroughs and money, love, forgiveness, happiness. Maybe it's been dry. Maybe it's been hot, right? It's been hot a lot of places. And then out of nowhere, we get flooding. So, no matter what you need to balance yourself out, right? Meditation is key. You can always hit me up for a free consultation. All right. So, typically, we just start off with a 1 card draw. And actually, as soon as I said that, a card just dropped out for you, which is the King of Swords. Okay. So, the King is the master. He's the leader, the visionary. The king himself is the master of the internal world and the external world. He strides the line between both the best, higher than anybody. The king isn't higher than the queen because of gender. The king is higher than the queen because of the order, right? It doesn't really matter which one is which, to be honest with you. It's more or less about understanding the energy um, that it that the card holds. So when we're looking at the air element, remember that the air element is I think because the air element deals with the mind. Okay, it's the mental prowess of a person. So the king of swords is the master of thinking, right? All kings are visionaries, right? So this king, his future, right? Because as a king, he has to lead not just for today but for the future, right? Because he's the leader, so he got to be forward thinking, right? So as the king, his specialty here is wisdom, right? Oftentimes, when you see the King of Swords, this could indicate somebody who has a very high IQ. They quick witted, very smart, very balanced, right? They rarely ever get overly emotional, right? They're very seasoned in a sense, right? This could be your doctors, your lawyers, PhD, stuff like that, right? Uh, so typically, when the King of Swords come out, give me 1 second. The King of Swords is saying that either we can be um, headed towards one of these careers, or maybe we could be entering a situation in a circumstance where intelligence, knowledge, vision, and good ideas are going to be key moving forward. Okay, being ruled by Libra and Aquarius, this is one of the more heavier air element cards, right? Whenever this card come out, it always warns of disruptive power, right? Corrupt power, right? This may be like an angry parent or a manager who, has outbursts and kind of like, belittles or embarrassed the employees, people who are overly righteous as well with the King of Swords, right? It warns of being too intellectually sound or too higher thinking that you lose your footing in a sense, right? It warns of it, right? But in this upright position, it's saying that things are moving, in a good position, in a good direction. I'm sorry. So combining the collective reading with your King of Swords, I would say that wherever your heart is leading you, right? Because this collective reading is all about right being grounded and gaining momentum. And so for some it could be love, or some it could just be something that you're very passionate about, right? And for you, I feel like it's something that you could be very passionate about, maybe picking up a hobby or something like that. But I think being smart with your downtime is very important, right? Less hobbies, more meditation, more prayer, whatever your, however you honor, the divine in your life. But I definitely see you getting clear on some answers as well with this King of Swords. Remember, sometimes when we see some of these sword cards, it could mean that the path is clearing, right? We can be getting epiphanies or aha moments, or, right, maybe even overhear a conversation in a grocery store, and then um, before you know it, you get this amazing idea just by, one little word, or just seeing something that inspires some sort of art. expression. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for answers, is what I'm feeling. Take the logical approach. Is the answer that I have for you. All right. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, if I'm way off base or if I'm kinda on base or if this card is a confirmation for me, let me know. All right. And if you need an affirmation, let me know, and I can try to build one off of this card for you. But in any case, I want to say thank you for signing up for a free reading. All right. So while I wait for Ja to respond, I see we just had a couple people come in. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. All right. You are welcome. All right. So yeah, I don't know what you plan on doing with this reading, but like I said, if you need an affirmation or if this was confirmation or anything like that, I got you. I'm feeling a sense of freedom with this King of Swords. Right? Look at the butterflies above his head. You know what? It's funny because the number 3 is showing up again because right above his head is 3 butterflies. So the number 3 is showing up again in the readings. What up, what up, what up? Can I offer you a free reading? Can I offer you a donation-based reading? You need an affirmation? What problem you having? Give me the principle, meaning give me the problem that you having. And if there's any other people involved in it, you know what I'm saying? Like say if you got a sick turtle or something. I hope your turtle not sick. Let me knock on wood, but just let me know what's going on and maybe I can help you with an affirmation. Maybe I can pull you a card and then build an affirmation off the card. Let me know. So why I don't know, Fragile. I don't know if I got your attention. I know you be going live and stuff. Hopefully I don't miss it. But ooh, Love and Warrior 33. Anahata Warrior 33. I like that. Anahata. Anna. My name is Anna. Anahata. No reading for you. No reading for the queen. All right. Well, I see I got a couple people in the back. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for liking the video. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. Thank y'all for letting those commercials play. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all for raising the viewer average. That's gonna help me out in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask you to donate. I just said in general, if anybody wanted to donate, you're more than welcome to. If you can donate more than $2.22, then you can get a 3-card reading. If not, then we just probably going to do a 1-card draw. And if we need another pull for clarity, then maybe we can. But, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Cool with. Let me go on you. Let me go to YouTube and see what's going on in these YouTube streets. Hold on, let me pull me a card of the day. Let me pull it. All right, so quick announcement, y'all. Now that I got 2 people in the chat, I will be doing more collective readings. So be on the lookout for that. The clock strikes 12. You smell me? I am forgiven in the name of the Lord. I just wanted to put that on record. Yeah, that's it. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Nightbot. I was just about to say that. Welcome in, y'all. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. If you're looking for a high priority express reading, you can go ahead and hit the description box to see the donation menu. You can also see a card deck menu. And yeah, these green hearts that you see in the chat is here to welcome you. Right? Welcoming you with peace, love, health, and wealth. Welcoming you with peace, love, health, and wealth. Huh. I tell a bitch, make me rich. Who was that? What up? How you doing? What's going on, Neela? How y'all doing today? How can I help you, beautiful ladies? If y'all are ladies, I'm assuming y'all ladies. What up, Sophia? What up? Welcome back. You from Canada? We might be neighbors. We just might be neighbors. How can I help you today? Can I offer you a donation based reading? If not, we got freebies. I try to, yeah, um, I try to hold off on the questions. If you donate $2, you can ask a question, get 3 cards, 222. So if you go to the description box, you will see donations, the donation tier, right? You will see a donation tier. All right. But yeah, you could definitely get a quick little general for real, for sure, for sure. But I ain't even gonna lie. If I was you, yeah, I'd go ahead and if I was you, I'd just go ahead and drop the whole 20. You know, if I was you, that's what I would do. Give me 1 second. I'll prepare the cards and I got to check my food. I'll be right back. Just let me know when your connection straighten back up. Yo, you still there? What's up? What up? You said you here? I know what that mean. That mean you went to the mall. I know what that mean. You just got done balling. You probably was out there eating good and everything. Okay, so we just doing a general reading, or did you send 100? Hmm? Did you send 100 yet? Man, they got these $200 shoes. Man, they got these $200 shoes on sale right now, and I'm so broke. Man, I'm so mad. Even with the delivery fee, it's still cheap as hell. You know to know why? Because she was ugly. Because she was ugly. If she ain't talk so damn much, he wouldn't have walked away. Tell her to keep her mouth shut. Yeah. Well, I don't think I'll say is that ugly ain't always physical. Like I said, if she ain't talk so much, she'd be a whole lot prettier. So, um, I'm about to do some more collective readings. For real. You know, I'm getting back to, I've been feeling myself growing a low tolerance again. I've been trying to fight it, but I can't fight it. So I'm just going to say fuck it. I'm at the point where I might start turning my ears off. I might start letting my ears take a lunch break whenever they want to. Oh, the stuff people be talking about. Oh my God. Ain't nothing wrong with it, just don't resonate. You know what I'm saying? I got a question. The smartest predators in the world, what advantage do they have over all the others? Man, I feel it. Man, don't they? I don't even know who. I don't even know who. But if they just do. Man, it's this one chick. I will say this. This one chick on YouTube, I subscribed to her because um, she know a lot about civil law, right? She know a lot about civics, right? That's the proper term. She know a lot about civics, which is fine. She's very intelligent, but it's two things that throw me off about her. One, I'm probably not gonna mention live. If you twist my arm, then I'm gonna be forced to say. Two, she is so far into the divine feminine that she's sexist and don't even know it. Every once in a while, she'll catch herself when she go off the deep end, and then she'll talk about balance and duality and the man and the woman together. But she's so deep into liberating the feminine, right? Because my thing is that the feminine was never really suppressed or oppressed, right? It was the illusion. We was made. It's just like black people is made to feel like they're inferior to other people, or women is made to feel they're inferior, right? Asian, whoever, everybody is marginalized one way or another. Everybody's marginalized, and so the I feel like when people realize that everybody to a certain degree fits a statistic of marginalization, I feel like we'd be able to encourage each other and heal and move forward better. But she be going so far off the deep end. It's ridiculous. To the point to where she literally just talks about nothing. Because she keeps saying the same stuff over and over. It's this lady. It's this lady on YouTube. She's a good. She's very good at. She's a great orator. She's a great orator. She dressed very modest, and that's the thing. She dressed very modest, but she calls herself a diva, and it's like I understand that the definition of a diva doesn't necessarily mean that you have to um you got to dress a certain way, but it just I don't know. I just don't think it fits her. I don't know. It just don't fit her. But she seemed like a rogue matriarch where where she's a natural born leader. I will give her that. She's a matriarch for sure. She's a natural born leader for sure. But instead of moving into the divine feminine that is the matriarch, she's worried about the victim mentality of it instead of empowering people. And maybe she do empower people more in private, but I don't know. I just think that we shouldn't focus on what's wrong all the time. And then the only solution is um the divine feminine. The masculine wouldn't exist without the divine feminine. Everything she always said goes back to XY chromosomes is a deformation, and the true chromosome is the double Y or the double X or the helix or whatever the fuck she be saying, which is, I guess, I guess, women's chromosomes is double X, and then the males is XY, which I could understand you say is a deform. I guess you could say that's a deform, but it just I don't know. It just don't always make sense that every single thing, whether we talk about politics and civics or health or relationships, every single aspect of life always come back to the divine feminine need to rise because they've been suppressed, and that the true God is a feminine God. And she just sound like a road patriot, a road like she like sound like she and even the way she sing, right? Even the way she sing, she sing like a Christian, like she sing like she's a gospel singer, like her intro music, and she be singing sometimes when she posts, and she sound like a gospel singer. So it sounds like she just went rogue from the church, man. And I feel bad if she was ever oppressed in her life, but every single time she talk is the divine feminine, which is fine. That's cool, but it don't matter if everybody was parthogenic. We not parthogenic no more. So that I mean, it's relevant, but it's not relevant because it take two to tango now. We need a sperm and an egg. Like we not just spontaneously combusting from bone marrow no more, or whatever your theory is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love church. I love the science of church. I love it. It just like everything, whether it's public servants or whatever, everything gets corrupted. So she everything. She even made a video why so the reason why that the matriarch fell and the patriarch rose was because there was some. I heard her tell two stories, which was hilarious. She said one story was the men was jealous of the women in back in Europe, and so they did a coup on the women, and that's how we got the Pope because they couped the black woman. And then another one they said that it was some rogue matriarchs that was ruling the world, and they was oppressing men, and men rose up and fought back, but then the men became obsessed with power, and that's how we get to where we at today. That's history. That's her story. That's what she said. That the women, the civils or whatever, they was ruling Europe. They was ruling the world from Europe. Right here we go with this Europe thing. The center of the universe was Europe, and they was abusing the men in the queendom, in the empire, and so the men rose up, and then they started oppressing women. They vowed to oppress women forever. I know another young lady who used to be on my channel actually, who believed that melanated brown skinned women, because they say brown skinned women, melanated women is the lowest on the social totem pole. What? That's what she said. What? That's what they said. Brown skinned melanated women, what, no matter where you at around the world, right? The caste system or whatever. They said melanated women is the lowest on the totem pole under black men. And they said that when the world ended slavery, um she said when the world ended slavery, the the melanated man became the oppressor. Like we was like the melanated man was deputized. Like she talking about all I'm talking about Spanish, Indian, Native American. She talking about all brown people. She said that the men was put in charge by the oppressors to keep the women down, and like the everyday common folk women, they was made they would now we in charge of keeping the everyday common woman marginalized. It's our responsibility. Like we work for whoever the oppressors are. I don't know if it's she think it's the GO, or she think it's oligarchs or like leaders with money, or I don't know who she think the leaders are. But she said the leaders, when they ended slavery, they put the men, everyday man, in charge of everyday woman to oppress them. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. That's if you want to, if that's what you think, okay. I say, if you keep thinking that and you keep believing that to be true, then you're going to keep creating a reality that's going to feed that narrative for yourself. And that's sad because you got kids. And she got boys too. So she gon' I ain't gonna speak that into existence. But if she don't be careful, she said I'll zip it if I'm taken care of. That's what she said, man. But no, but Jukebox, what's up? It's a legend in the building. Make sure y'all go check out Jukebox Tarot on the ones and twos. What? How she be saying it? Sadine Constantine. What she be saying? Oh man, I'm on the spot right now. Damn, I'm on the spot. Yeah. Hope you. What she be feeling fine? Oh my god, I can't remember none of your lines right now, man. I be watching. I be watching. I be watching. I be watching. Hope you. What's that line you be saying? I hope you feeling fine. Oh my god, I love that shit when you be saying that. Damn, I can't remember it now. Can I offer you a card or two, a three or four? Can I offer you a general reading? There you go. Hope you feeling well and looking swell. I could have sworn maybe it ain't part of your normal routine, but I could have sworn you had said something about feeling fine and looking fine or feeling fine, sipping wine or something. I don't know. But I do remember that. Hope you were looking. I hope you look feeling well, feeling swell. Looking. Hope you feeling well, looking swell. You know what? I don't know. I think I'm gonna pull you an oracle real quick. Let's see what we got. So, what's going on with the puppies? How the puppies doing? Jukebox Tarot. I think the last video I seen with the dogs, I think you had said y'all had came back from a ride or something. I can't remember. I don't know. I got to double check. I be trying to. I be trying to catch up with everybody's stuff whenever I get on. Cause sometimes I be getting on and I be going straight live and then I be forgetting to check. But most of the time I try to check my subscriptions and see who posting what. This card, this card been running the show. I need to make sure the deck ain't fixed or something. So I pulled the Spirit Animal Oracle card. Unfortunately, the words in a book too big, so I won't be able to read it. But this the card. No, I'm just playing. I'm just all right, but you got the number 11 card. All right, it's the horse. Embrace change, embrace adventure. All right, so maybe you might be going on a road trip, right? Maybe you gonna meet a hot fella in a Mustang or something. I don't know. Let's see what the cards got to say. Maybe we can figure out the best course. That's your Chinese zodiac doing donut out on the flats. All right, number 11. All right, so energy of the horse, whatever. However, right? The horse is an animal rich in symbolism, often associated with freedom, strength, vitality, and adventure. The interpretation embrace change, embrace adventure of the horse can be explained in various ways. Number one, acceptance of change. The horse is a symbol of movement and change. When you receive the message of the horse, it might be an invitation to be open to change and accept transformation that life presents to you. It encourages you to let go of resistance and fear, and fear of change and embrace the fluidity of life, allowing experiences to transform you and guide you towards new paths and possibilities. All right, so confirmation, we moving forward. All right, so the number 11, look out for the number 11, the number 2, of course, right? Courage and facing adventure. All right. So I don't know if you're dealing with any nervousness or any, hiccups, but have some courage, all right? So the horse is also a symbol of adventure and courage. Its free and untamed nature drives it to explore new territories and seek new experiences. When you receive the message of the horse, it might be a call to be brave in facing the challenges and opportunities that life offers you. It encourages you to follow your heart and embark on new adventures, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zone and facing the unknown with determination and confidence. Hey, they got a typo here. They got your comfort as one word. They say out of your comfort zone, but your comfort is one word. All right, so freedom and spontaneity. The horse also symbolizes freedom and spontaneity. Its wild and untamed nature makes it an icon of freedom and autonomy. When you receive the message of the horse, it might be an invitation to live life with lightness and spontaneity, to go with the flow of your passions and desires without restrictions. It encourages you to let go of self imposed limitations and to live each day with joy and enthusiasm, making the most out of your potential. So that's the only thing you can count on, right? Making the most of your potential and freedom. So, in summary, when you receive the message of the horse, it is an invitation to embrace change and to be courageous in facing adventures of life. It reminds you to embrace your free nature and to live every moment with joy and spontaneity, making the most of your potential and freedom. Shout out to you. All right. Shout out to you out here making moves, right? Switching lanes like a Mustang, right? I like that. Making moves, switching lanes like a Mustang. Can you post a reading name? Can you post a reading name switching lanes like a Mustang? We got to get a whole bunch of hashtags, throw it in the description. Yeah, I like this energy. I don't know this. I like this energy of the horse, man. Whatever that is for you, I like that for you. Take that and run with that. However, whatever that look like for you. Good. Take that and run with that. Put it on a t-shirt. I just want a couple t-shirts, man. That's it. Just give me one in every color. That's all I want. Switching lanes like a Mustang. We might be doing a duet. We might have to turn this into a whole rollout, 360 deal. Get AI to play some acoustic guitar. I can work on my twang. I go listen to some Blake Shelton or something. You working on a t-shirt company? Ah, see? Confirmation. Confirmation. You can't make this up. You can't make it up, puppy. You gotta use the bathroom, puppy. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so I'm about to pull a tarot card for you, best course of action, or just to see if there's anything behind this horse. Pause. That sounds so Diddy like. See if there's anything behind this horse we can see. I was in my head like, damn, that ain't gonna go over too well with the crowd. This ain't gonna go over too well with the crowd, baby. You know what? I might be able to outsource my t-shirt company through you. Just though you know, we might be able to do something. Page of Swords, all right? And that's funny because the page is the number 11, right? Aha. 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 1111, step through the portal. Damn, cousin. 1111, step through the portal. Come on. Sit. All right, 1111. All right, so I'm just looking to see. So I'm consulting tarot just to look and see what's going on behind this embrace adventure and embrace change. It looked like it looked like it might be something that you probably put on hold recently. Um, it looked like it might be something that you either could be putting on hold or might have put on hold a while ago. And now the space is clearing up for you to go back into planning mode and to go through a quick little metamorphosis, whatever that looks like for you, right? Um, and go for the gusto, right? Remember the next card, which is the Knight of Swords, is I'm ready to go, right? I got my challenge, I got the path, and win, lose, or draw, right? I'm embracing it. Whatever happened, happened, but I'm ready to go, right? And that's that forward movement again, right? So so whatever that is, just take your time and be thought out, right? But make sure that whatever this next challenge is that you gotta embrace, just make sure you go all out. You know what I'm saying? Going the distance. Oh man, let me see if I got an ink pen to write that down. Cause I don't think I ever heard that. Let me see. Yeah, I got an ink pen right here. I just need to write it on something. I'll write it in my book or the back of the book. Distance. All right. What we at? So a couple of the key terms here in my notes associated with the Page of Swords is intelligence, curiosity, and knowledge. All right. So it looked like the only thing that you're going to need is an open mind, an open heart, and to seek the knowledge on whatever this challenge is. All right. Switching lanes like a Mustang. I like that. I could see myself in one of them new Mustangs. You know what? I want to see what the 2026 Mustangs looking like. I'm about to Google that. Let me see what them new Mustangs hitting for. I ain't seen a Mustang in a while. Now watch, we about to be seeing Mustangs everywhere. Watch, I guarantee. You know how this thing work. You know how that. They call it one thing. Whatever you call it, right? All right. So what's his name? Song by Cake, Going the Distance. Cake. Cake. It ain't working. Cake. Distance. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Hope you get. Hope you do yours, cause I'ma do my thing. I switch lanes like a Mustang, gripping on wood grain. Ooh, don't get me started. Oh, don't get me. Oh man, let me light an incense. Don't get me started. Oh man, come on man, y'all about to have me freestyling, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh shit, they about to have me out here spitting bars, man. They don't want none. They don't want no smokity smoke. That must be a jokety joke. That must be. They don't want no smokity smoke. That must be a jokety joke. Jokety joke. Switching lanes like a Mustang. I hope you do yours, cause I do my thing. Switching lanes like a Mustang, gripping on wood grain. Yeah, it's all good in the hood now. Hey, you seen Tiger? What's under the hood? I can't remember what kind of engines they use. 545 make it all good. I can't remember. We can just go say a 545 until we figure it out. Let me see what the new Mustang's hitting for. I want to see. Let's see if they got a 2026 concept for the Mustang. My mouth dries. H dog 2026 Mustang. I hate Bing. I should go to Google first, but we gonna say. Go Mystical 365 right. Them names sound familiar. What channel? What channel is that? Y'all, I know y'all from. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this Shelby looks so raw. Oh my god. Oh, I always said I wanted a Shelby. These Shelbys look crazy. Oh my god, is that a Mustang Raptor? What the fuck? Get out of here. No, y'all lie. A Mustang Raptor? That look crazy. I'm so. Give me a second. I'm about. Yeah, give me a second. I'm about to pull it up. Give me a second. Matter of fact, I'm about to screenshot it. And man, when I show y'all this, man, this about to be this about to be crazy, man. A 2026 Mustang Raptor. Stop playing. Stop playing. Man, look at that. That's crazy. Man, tell me that ain't real. Man, that shell be hard. But the only thing is the wheels. But the wheels look like them bitches look like if they go flat, look like they gonna puff back up again. They gonna miss puff. Like those boys look raw. That look like a Hot Wheel or something though. Look at that green one though. And I like it because it's not low to the ground like the Shelbys. But them Shelbys got a body kit on it so nasty. Oh my god. Look at that grill. Look, man, that's crazy. Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's a raptor. That boy raw. That boy. Oh. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. That's a Mustang souped up. Stop playing, man. That look like a Hot Wheel. Man. And that bitch got some towing capacity too. Stop playing. I don't know. I would think that this car is light as possible, but they do have some like I could see like it got you could tow and stuff like that. So man, I thought but wait till we get to the interior. Look at the back though. Look at the back. Look at the grill. Hey, hey, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Bad boy. Go in the room, bad boy. But go, bad boy. Go wait. Man, wait till you get to the interior though. Look at this. Look at that. Pristine. Race car status. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy word. Yeah. Out there talking way too much. Don't know how to wait. I need another one. I need a puppy. I need a puppy though. You see the blue one though? Is that blue? I can't see it because they're chatting away. Man, what? We might be twins. Don't you know how they got the little Camaro groups and the motorcycle groups and they all got the same bike or they all got like the same type of bike, like the Kawasaki 7 or the Kawasaki 8 or the Kawasaki 650. Man, we need to get some Raptors. Well, I wonder what the other Raptors looking like. Cause if this Raptor look like this, and listen, that Shelby, man, that Shelby GT 500 is crazy. Like, like not to be racist, but it looked like a tuner car, like not racist, but like whatever, right? It looked like a tuner car lover's dream. Like it do. Like if you like tuners, this is the car for you. Like watch this. Hold on, let me see. Look at that. That's a beautiful car. I don't know if I would go grocery shopping in this, but I'm pulling up in one of these. I'm definitely pulling up in one of these. Look at this gray one. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Look at the door. That look like a Corvette. The way the door, that's like now this competing with the Corvette and the Charger and all of that. Now the Mustang back. Now the Mustang back. I want to see what the base model look like. I got to see what the base model look like. But if you ask me, this 2026 is about to put 2026 is about to put Mustang back on the map as far as American muscle cars, American street cars. This about to put them back on. And the reason why is because it's always been smaller than all of the other ones. Unless you go all the way back to like the 60s or the 70s, I think. But the Mustang, for the most part, always been smaller than the Chargers and stuff like that. So, phew, man. Man, Mustang. Okay. I don't even think I need to see nothing else. Man, hey, talk about it. Live it. Gotta live it. Gotta live it up. Right. And what's that? That's a 10. That's a 10. That's the 10. So 2025 is where we see the vision of fulfillment. Right. Now we reach the pinnacle. Right. Now it's time to bask in the ambiance. Right. I ain't even gonna lie. I would have to build me a track. I would have to. I would have to find somewhere. Cause to me, I can't have all of that car and not go 100 miles per hour. Like I'm sorry, I gotta go 100. If I don't go 100 at least every time I touch this car, then I feel like it's a waste of money. Even the Raptor, even though the Raptor is more like a crossover concept, I still got to push that car a little bit. I gotta push that, but I definitely can't have this Shelby, not the Shelby, and not be, man, man. You would think it'd be five motorcycles coming down your street every time I ride past. You would think it's about 10 motorcycles every time I go past. Don't you know how people with the Challengers, because the Challengers really the only ones. I mean, I guess no, the Camaro's not that loud. The Camaro's quiet. The Challengers, the Hellcats is loud, and I think the Hellcats is probably the loudest. But this Mustang look like it's gonna scream. It look like it got like six pipes on it. Man, that bitch raw. I gotta see what the muscle car lineup looking like for 2026. This is ridiculous. Cause the Raptor, they said is a concept, but oh, I'm tripping. You know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? This Mustang right here says 2024. I can't believe I never seen one of these before. I never seen one of these. This A24, I never seen one of these. I can't believe it either. I cannot believe I never seen one of these. Not on the internet, not nothing. I cannot believe I never seen one of these. No way. 2024? I haven't seen one online or in real life. No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now this is 2026. This is what they say. Man. Man, what? Ain't this free to test drive? Hey, I be telling people like, man, you better get up, you better get dressed and go test drive a car. Ain't no obligation to buy nothing. You don't even got to get your credit ran to get a test drive, as far as I know. Only thing I gotta see is, do you got a license? Maybe insurance. Look at this one over here. I think I like that 2024 one better. Yeah, whenever I test drove about from a lot. I test drove about 4 or 5 cars. I just I just left my license. They just wanted me to leave my license. All right, let me see if I can find a 2025 Raptor lineup. Let's see. Ford Raptor lineup. What the hell is this? I do not like Bing for nothing. I promise. Should just make a day of test driving badass rides. Man, what? Man, what? And then get a keychain too, right? The ones you really like, get the keychain. Yup. Mm-hmm. That way you be one step closer every single day. One step closer. I'm about to go to Google. I do not like Bing for nothing. Google.com. Enter 2025 Raptor lineup. Let's see what them rappers look like. No, not those Raptors, not the basketball team. I'm talking about the Ford Raptors. Why y'all doing me like this? At least Google gave me something though. Bing was like, okay, I think we're gonna search something very soon. I don't like this sitting low like that. I do not like that. I do not. The first time that truck scraped on the pothole, I'ma go crazy. I'ma go crazy. I can't do it. It gotta sit up. I need at least 6 inches, at least 8, 6, 8 inches, something. I do not know why they got this car so low like that. I do not like that. I never driven one. I driven a 1500. I driven a 2024 1500. Um, I think that was it. you know what? I think I got a lift from one. I think it was one of the blue 2023s Raptors. I got in a lift. All right, so man, they is ridiculous with this Ford Ranger Raptor, man. I like it, but still, like, this Ranger Raptor is crazy. This F-150. Only reason why I like it is because it looked like a baby cab for a 18 wheeler. That's the reason why I like it. I like these over the Chevys. I'm not even gonna lie. I like these over the Chevys. I would the 2025, just the base model, the F-150. I had to get this over the Chevy. And I like Chevy. I had three Chevys, so I ain't saying I don't like Chevy. I had three of them. So I ain't saying that. But all right, so let's see what the Ford Raptor versus whatever Chevy version of the Ford Raptor is. Let's see what. Oh, the Z71s versus the Z71 what is it called again? The Z71. What's the name of that pickup? Oh no, they switched it up. They got something called the ZR2. Oh, I ain't hip to the ZR2s. What is that? I'm hip to the Z71s. So that trimmer with the V8 is probably crazy. The Silverado. Look at that. That look crazy. Chevy, they why did they have the Chevy symbol so high? Why did they have it? They should have brought the Chevy symbol down. That grill is a waste of time. I don't care what Chevy, I don't care what Ford doing. I'm not having that tiny symbol and it's all black too. You ain't make it yellow, nothing. Man, man, that grill, I would have to swap that grill out. That's the first thing first. The grill gotta go. I'm severely disappointed in Chevy grills. I really hate Chevy grills. And I hate how some of their trucks in recent years was kind of couture at the back. Like I really don't like the narrow bumper. I don't like I think that's stupid. I think it might be better if you trying to like bag in and stuff like that, which is practical, but I don't know. It just don't look right. Yeah, that grill is disappointing on a Silverado. You know what? I had a couple Silverados as work vehicles. Yeah, that's too low. I don't like that, and that's another thing too. Like I'm 6 feet, so I'm okay with having a car that's give me 6 inches off that. Give me 8 inches off the tire. Uh, I, and then plus, especially if I'm gonna be carrying stuff, maybe if I don't know, maybe they got I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And Toyota grills is disappointing too. Toyota grills is very disappointing. I'm tired of them. I'm so tired of them. I ain't gonna lie. That grill is the grill of an overachiever. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the grill of an overachiever. It is. That's crazy, right? I'm probably boring you to death. I know I done bored everybody else to death. The trolls even bored to death. They like, damn man, this dude deep in. I'm gone. I wish we wasn't so boring so the trolls could come back and let the commercials play. It's cool. Yeah. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, now this, I don't know if it's this. Oh, the Sierra. All right, now that's competition right there. That's competition. Now I know GM and Chevy is very, but this grill is a little bit better. I don't know. I just think it's so many different things they could have did with the grill. I think they was so anti Ford that they fucked the grill up. Look, Ford killing them on the grill. Ford is killing them on the grill. Now I don't like this. Right here. The grill look like the old school 80s. What is that? Like the 80s, 90s grill. I think that is. I don't like it right there. Maybe at night it'd be a little bit better, but right here though, it's nice. I think whatever truck this truck is too big. That might be that Ford. No, it ain't the trimmer. Is it the Ford trimmer? I don't know what it is, but that remind me of the OJ Bronco. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that grill. That remind me of some terrible box Ford. It's like Ford was like 10, 20 years behind Chevy on the box cars. And it was terrible. They was terrible. Yeah, I like the big Ford. I like the big Ford in the grill. I like the big Ford. I don't like the little Ford. Don't put the little Ford in my grill. Where the little Ford go in the grill? Yeah, don't like that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the little Ford. Yeah, I don't want the little Ford. I want the big Ford in my grill. Yeah, I don't want that little Ford. I don't want that Ford. No, mommy, I don't want that Ford. All right, now that's giving it some cool points right there. That kind of look good. All right, a little bit, a little bit. That look tough a little bit. That look tough a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. But I like the big Ford. Yeah, I like the way that big Ford look in the grill. Ooh, white. Ooh, black and white. Oh, black and white. I like that. Now I would see if I can get the grill two tone. I would see if I can get the grill with some white and some black in there to accent that black and white. But I do like the white truck with the tents and the black wheels and the black grill. I do like it though. I do like it. I do like it. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not really much of a red pickup truck fan, but a white one, because some people, if they don't do red, then they automatically go to white. I'm not, but I would probably say black, but it is what it is, though. Look at that. Uh, now that look like a old school. It looked like a fire truck, but it looked like a old school. What era is that? That might be the '80s era. No, 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 no. I don't know. I don't care. It's ridiculous. I don't like that. Let me show you one more. I'm gonna show you something else I really like, and I don't know if it's all. I think it's all wheel drive. 2025. Let me show you this. I wonder what you think about this. I wonder what you think about this. Because to me, this is one of the most aggressive ones on the streets right now. Like on these pictures, it look deceptively small, but man, Now, only thing I will say is that the Benz truck that I like, the Benz truck at the end is a little bit taller at the back, and to me, I like that because it's giving me a couple more. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more breathing room on the trunk space. Cause especially I'm thinking like if I'm going camping, if I'm going, you know what I'm saying, shopping, camping, I'm getting ready for a long weekend, might be spending a week out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need trunk space. Trunk space is a must. You know what I'm saying? Trunk space is a must. So if I can get to drop that second row down, maybe even with a huge trunk, these boys aggressive. These boys almost aggressive as Durangos, or about as aggressive as a Durango. Like, but the Durango's a little bit taller though. Now, I will say this. I used to really like the Volkswagen Tiguan's, but they made them a little bit too small for me. You know what I'm saying? All right, there we go. Now, let's see. So they got an extra LED light on it. Oh, this 2024. That SEL though, always nice. I really don't like the luxury ones, even though I like the thing is about most cars is I like the luxury interiors, but I don't be liking the luxury build or the touring build that be having on the cars. To me, it just I don't know. I be wanting like the gizmos and gadgets that come with the luxury one, but I'll be wanting the body of the sports version of most cars. Like to me, they be doing too much. Or you would go all the way to the top of the line and then it don't even have no trim on it. It just look like a bubble. I'd be like, man, I'm not spending extra money for a bubble. If you don't put some cuts and grooves in my car and keep it pushing, I want the cuts and grooves, but I want the interior of the luxury. For real, they be playing. That just like giving me curly fries that's not crispy. Like what are you doing? Don't give me nothing. I don't even want anything now. Just give me some water. I'm cool. Like this right here. And you see how they got the bubble, but it still got a little bit of something on the side. You know what I'm saying? It still got something. You know what I'm saying? And then they be having the gel paint too that really make it look like a bubble. Even though it be looking raw, it just be looking like, that's too bubbly, sir. And you got the gel paint too. No, that's too bubbly, sir. I don't like the bubbles. But even though these sometimes from some angles do look bubbly, they low and they wide. They lower than what you would think, and they very wide. They very wide. Like they are legit SUVs. They are legit SUVs. And I think I like these because the wheel well poke out a little bit, so it's deceptive on the rubbing because it poke out so much. But if you can raise that up a couple inches, yes. Now I understand why they got the thick tires, because this is a heavy vehicle. Not like the Range or nothing like that, but it is a heavy vehicle. Now I like those wheels. I like those wheels. Now those wheels look like they might rub though. I will have to get that lifted. I will have to get that lifted. Now I think these is all wheel drive now. I think like the 2023s wasn't or something like that. But I think all of them is now. So that was a big knock on these for me a couple years ago. Look at that. Crazy work for a Volkswagen. You would think that's a Audi truck or something like that. That's big body, like a Cadillac, or you know what I'm saying, like a this is bigger than the Lambo trucks. The Lambo trucks is pretty big. Let me see who they. I don't know what their rival is. Oh, let me see what the Cross Sport look like real fast. Cause this, okay, yeah, I'm digging this Cross Sport. I'm digging the Cross Sport. That's the one with the fancy wheels. All right, so the Cross Sport is the one where you start to get the fancy wheels and stuff. Yeah, see, I like that sport version. So I wonder what his competition is. And look at that trunk space though. Got a little bit of trunk space on it. All right, let's see what the let's see what the competition is. All right, so Volkswagen rival, the Chevy Blazer, the Grand Cherokee. Now this new CX-70. Now this new CX-70 is, I think, one of Mazda's best trucks. Not even gonna lie. And the reason why is it's bigger than the CX-5. This all is bigger than all the CX with 50. All is bigger than all of them. Like they made a bigger version. They just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not as big as the CX-90, which is the top of the line on size and luxury. I don't like that square and that square dent on the door. I don't like that. They tried to. I don't like that. I don't like that squareness on the side. But this is like the budget Infinity and what you call them like that. Like they don't even care about Mazda don't even care about Volkswagen. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Volkswagen care about Mazda, but Mazda care about Infinity. And what's the other one? Even when you look at the CX, right? That's the same way I think Infinity named they stuff with a C. But theirs be like CX-9 and stuff like that. These monsters do got a little pick me up though. They do. Monster do got a little pick me up to it. All right. Now I'm not even gonna lie. The new Chevy Blazer, based off of what I seen, they made the Blazer too big, and then but no. They made the Tahoe. The Bourbon always been humongous, so I'm not disappointed in the Bourbon. But the new Tahoe, to me, is too big. But the Blazer, I think, took the size of the Tahoe, if I ain't mistaken, if I remember correctly. 1 second. Oh my God. So it's not the equinox. Wait, let me see. Is it the Tahoe? It's not the Tahoe. What is the truck that I like from Chevy? Is it the Tahoe? I think it's the Tahoe. But it's another one. No, it's not the Tahoe. No, it's not the Tahoe. It's another one that's a little bit smaller than the Tahoe. Chevy 2025 Chevy SUV lineup. All right, take care of yourself. 2025 Chevy SUV lineup. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back where, because I ain't buying it. Peace.